This is on YouTube. You could find it very easily.
Oh,
Yes.
it'll be the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
The big, beautiful man.
Oh, God. Is it too loud or is it good?
What?
Can you hear it through the mic? Like, will the mics pick it up?
I mean, I think we can pick up some of it.
That's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, that's the
We
one
might
thing.
want to turn it down a little bit.
What I did
but-
notice is that in all of the audio mixes in this documentary is that vocals are turned up way too much throughout all of it. Like, you could just only hear vocals throughout this thing.
Well, maybe whoever mixed it is the same people that like mix like bands at shows, and they're like, "Well, what? We just fucking need vocals for the fucking PA, vocals and drums."
The street style music.
Look at the size of that fucking.
I know.
Hey, man, 90s.
Angers and frustrations.
Yeah, 90s XL was the only size so much shit came in back then.
Yeah, I intensely regret when I lost weight and all of a sudden like I could rock size larges. I was like, oh my god, I'm wearing form-fitting T-shirts, and now I'm like, oh, I got fat again, and I should have just stayed on the XL, double XL. Would have been fine.
Listen, it would have came back.
Well, it's dumb because it's like
Kevin Gill, the OG.
Is he the wrestling announcer guy?
Yeah, he does shit with like GCW.
Yeah.
This guy's a murderer.
These guys are fucking nerds.
Scared.
I
No,
hate these motherfuckers.
no, but they're scared. Like
Krishna conscious?
deadpan,
Yeah.
fucking like.
I think Rob Fish is fine.
You think he's fine?
I think the last time they were talking, I think the last time he gave like a good speech at like a show. I mean, all Krishna dudes are weird. I'm so glad I missed that phase of hardcore.
Rip Regina Cress.
Look at that fish, man.
Listen, I wasn't attracted to the face. Okay,
It's just the body.
it was the power.
It's the
It was that skinny, tall man with just
No, no.
tattoos.
I want to do that.
I do like, you know what I was happy to see in this documentary is all the accents, you know, because
Yeah.
like when you hear New York hardcore, you want some accents, you want some
Yeah.
fucking,
I mean, that's half the appeal.
yeah,
But
I mean that's what you want
The
to hear.
music just sounds like the same shit as all the other places,
Yeah.
but get that fucking accent.
Get that fucking
I
accent.
just want to
man.
know who was in charge of picking these bands, because I mean,
in
No Redeeming Soldier is a joke.
in '95, I think this was a good
Straight up.
approximation of the hardcore scene.
I was a little disappointed to not see any Sheer Terror stuff in here because like they're probably my favorite New York hardcore band. But knowing where they were at, like '95, they just signed to a major label, and Paul Bear's like a fucking, he's like a super dickhead, cokehead, fucking all about money guy. So I'm sure he wanted money just to be in this if anybody even bothered to ask.
Did you ever hear that record of just his banter?
Yes. Oh yeah.
It's
I've
so
heard
good.
that. He did for a very short period of time in like 2010. He tried doing some spoken word stuff, and one of the first shows he did was in Albany, and he basically at one point started telling a bunch of coke stories and like crying on stage, and just it's just such a strange thing to see Paul Bear crying on stage.
That's so awesome. Sheer Terror, like, just can't hate enough. Is such a good record.
It's one of the best
Oh
songs
yeah,
of all time.
Leah. Their bass player is James Wong from fucking Oz, the goddamn priest.
Oh, really?
100%.
Really?
No, it isn't. But it looks just fucking like him.
I mean, because what's his name from Biohazard?
yeah.
Evan Steinfeld is a fucking Oz.
If Adidas ever has a problem making money, they just need to like really sell to the hardcore community,
Oh yeah.
because they're just making that money.
I mean,
Lot
anytime
of
I go
tears
to
in
New York
there.
City, fucking everyone's like Adidas head to fucking
Yeah.
toe.
That's sick.
I love it.
I love how they say part of Duh Pass.
yeah. Listen, you need that New York flair in there.
You
Okay,
see
cool.
a lot of open, like, button-down shirts with a wife beater underneath. That's
Yeah.
very 95.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all look like they're about to go to 8th grade.
Also, way more shirtless dudes at these shows than
Yeah.
you see at a lot of the fucking shows these days.
Yeah, man.
So I think maybe dudes were more body positive back then, or
No,
they
I
were
think
just
they were
like-
just trashier back then.
No, or just like, it looks like a room that's like the size of now that's class show space with like 200 people kicking each other.
Oh well, I mean,
Right?
pretty much. Where I grew up, our big venue was Valentine's, which was like a 2-level punk hardcore venue. Upstairs fit like 300 people. That place was packed. Half the dudes were shirtless because, like,
Yeah.
summer night, there's no AC in there. Like,
Yeah.
it's so fucking gross.
Something behind.
Yeah, it turns out just a
Those
bit.
kids are trying to find their identity. They're trying to find themselves in life.
I love that Mickey Mouse shirt in the back. Hopefully he kept that to sell
I-
now. That's probably worth the most.
I like that he's in his laundry room.
I know.
That shows me that a man knows how to do laundry. And I
He does
like
do
that.
laundry in the middle of this documentary.
Yeah. So I mean, Andy's 25. So
Only
listen,
25, I know. He looks.
He looks very old. But at least I know at 25 he knows how to do laundry.
Yeah.
So my crush is not justified.
No.
He's a mover. That's what I'm saying.
Mover, shaker, he's got his plaid boxers.
Yeah, that's very 90s.
He's got his listen. Just,
but
he's
I
atrocious.
Think of me as a girl.
Honestly.
Think of me as
Well,
Virginia.
I mean, it's all right to.
Kind of thing.
I just want to say that Virginia Crest is my nightmare as a woman in the hardcore scene because she's just settled at fan. And
Yeah.
it makes me mad.
I mean, we were talking about it. It's just that even then it was like a different time. I know there was different scenes, and that was one of the issues with this scene was that like
No women.
no women and like I mean there was other things going on.
Even back in like 2006, 2008, when I was like getting into like the hardcore scene,
There wasn't a ton of women.
My one dude,
Is that kids will be like.
I had like some crew shot on like fucking like Facebook, like of us all hanging out, and like my dude Agent Alex, R.I.P. was like, "Hey man, do any girls ever go to these shows?" And I was just like,
I don't like how he's storing his records. It's definitely not good for the
Yeah.
records.
"Oh yeah, he talks about paying rent. Maybe buy a little less fucking movie memorabilia."
Yeah, those masks
motherfucker."
are expensive, bro.
He was ahead of his time as far as selling merch goes, but
That's like I said, a mover.
it's also incredibly crazy though to think that like 10 years later, when I first started seeing him around, the quality of that merch went down so much in that period of time.
He
that
couldn't push the same at his old age.
Yeah, he was not the salesman that he was in '95.
Kevin Gill from SAWFT Soft Records.
This is another guy that like I knew he was kind of around and an old dude, but like when I saw him on here, hating him as much as I do from wrestling, I couldn't believe he actually was tied to this scene. I thought he was just a guy that dropped band names all the time. And
Wasn't
shitty
he
commentary.
in No Redeeming Social Value for a little bit? Didn't he play guitar with them? Or was he just doing records?
I'm sure it's probably one of those deals where you're just around
Kevin Gill
enough.
has worn many hats.
Get tripped on. Everything that kids see, man, they're so influenced by it. The whole.
I mean,
Right here, he's like fucking so boomer pilled. He's like still like mad about MTV, which like
Yeah.
happened like fucking like 15 years before.
know. But, I mean,
So like now you have to imagine. I mean, actually, I have a boomer moment on this watching this thing. We'll get there, but
I mean, Murphy's Law, they played big shows in the 80s, and I'm sure there was like major labels coming and like offering them shit at that time because they were kind of like a bigger band.
I mean, they fucking opened for like Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys like took them on like an arena tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would say '95. This was probably right when the decline was starting for them because I don't remember them putting out more than like one or two records since the early '90s.
No, I don't think they did.
And that's another band I'd see every 3 to 6 months in Albany. And again, same song, same set every time,
Yeah.
but get drunk enough, it's a good time.
It's fun when they're live. I saw them play Valid's class, and someone was like, "Play America Rules," and
Oh, that was me.
and then he was just like, "We will when we stop invading countries." And I was like, "Oh, someone read a book or something."
Isaac might be the MVP of this.
Oh, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, roast master.
Fuck, man. He has shit on his neck and dreads. Looks like fucking Encino, man.
He ain't wrong. He ain't
I
wrong.
know, my daughter came home, I'll kill him.
He does get real sad in the middle of this though.
Yes. He's a hero of mine. Just always has. Definitely.
He's really mad at Portland the other week.
Oh yeah, he was really bad at Portland.
He's like Portland and Seattle, the closest, whitest places I've ever fucking been.
All of these people just want to be cops.
But you can't.
They're a
No,
bunch of pig worshippers.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of it.
Really saying
I mean they're also like blue collar New York for the most part, so they grew up and
There you go, James Bond.
They're-
you gotta remember there's a whole nother New York scene that's going on that hates this at this time.
Oh yeah. Like I,
Well, wasn't Roger Moran like married to someone? Fucking
Roger May, yeah, he was together with what's her name from Nausea.
Yeah.
like this is why I was telling Mike before. All of these men just couldn't fucking stick it up to wear punk clothes, so they decided to make this music instead because they all look like big toes. They're all shaped like toes.
But even like this is when the scenes kind of. I mean, they always go out and then they come back because like the drummer of Nausea, I'm almost positive was the singer of Maximum Penalty, and like other shit like that. Yeah, and Nausea's on a Rev comp. I'm pretty sure. No, the New York comp. They're on a comp that is.
I mean, it's like been like a split ever since like
Really
like
bad.
hardcore, really,
Yeah.
like I mean like mid '80s, like
Yo,
you know,
Payback
the
is all
crossover
fat.
and everything.
Yeah.
Payback. Watch.
Even in
Payback.
Albany, there was a
Time is
weird
now. You done some shit
um,
to me that I just can't allow,
split in the scene. Like there were definitely the dudes who were doing more like street punk and more traditional punk type bands, and then
Yeah.
you know there was definitely hardcore shows that like didn't even fucking know about, even though they're going on the next night.
Cesar is one of my heroes in this thing. He's one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a. And that's such a good look. Fucking just
The book bag, yeah.
book bag, wife beater.
Like, you have no faith in your friendships because you're afraid they're going to steal
Yeah.
from you. That's what you're doing right now.
Well, but then he also indicates like he's like, yeah, you know, Puerto Ricans, we gotta be stealing shit. He's like talking about stealing.
Yeah.
Big jeans.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's
Mike with a
it's
Y.
what I picture in my head.
Look at that
you
chin
know what I'm
straps
saying? It's
looking good.
called
Yeah.
Chin strap, nose
how you
ring.
call it.
He looks good.
I couldn't find much information about District 9.
Oh, yeah, I did ask.
I don't know what they're doing now.
They were in this. You know what? That's good enough.
That's good enough.
Hopefully Loki found what he was looking for.
Dude, Loki's finding a gateway to a different world right now.
He's fine.
This band is
Vision of Disorder was, I
absolute-
guess, really big. I mean, because again, this is before me, before all of us.
This dude is like fucking so much like suburban like '90s hard
Yeah.
fashion. Like he's got the bowl cut with the bleached top,
With the
his
like
dreads, and like the Fila jersey.
just so many basketball jerseys, and his nipples bum me out so much.
Yeah. Everything about him, like this
Yeah.
dude.
He looks like Jammin' 92.3.
He didn't age. He didn't age that terribly. Like I don't know how his nipples were. He was wearing a shirt, but in the pic I saw, like he just had normal hair and like a beard.
God, I hate this music. So, oh my
Yeah,
god.
this is just a really bad dumb group.
This is like if like an alternative radio station was like, oh, now we're gonna do our underground segment, and then they throw this shit on. It's like, oh, I guess I'm gonna stay with the radio.
Yeah,
He should be
fucking-
jailed.
This reminds me of like this Peabody's in like 1998 type shit.
I mean, I'll go back and listen to it and probably like something, but they're not. I don't think they hold up.
And also going from this band to the next one is like a flex.
Man, look at certain other bands.
They're like, yeah, this one, and then we're gonna put the good one back on because this is not good.
I love that this fucking they show the dude like they're like really getting over the Long Island like suburban deal.
Yeah.
And fucking
look at some bands.
they show a guy fucking
The one guitarist mowing his lawn.
yeah, and his pants falls out, and I don't know if it's on purpose or fucking
Yeah.
just for a gag.
Virginia with that suffer tattoo.
VOD song.
Yeah, Virginia lived a life.
One of my
I'm mad at her to be
know what?
represented like this.
Virginia's cute. I'll say it.
She is, yeah.
I'll say it. Virginia's cute. I don't agree with her lifestyle. I don't agree with her politics, but she's cute.
See, this isn't bad. That
Yeah,
was
this
fun.
part's not
This is fun.
bad.
This
It's
is
that
good.
when he tries to do that groovy singing shit.
Oh, the tribals.
Oh, so
Yikes
many good
City,
tribal
man.
tattoos.
What makes me mad about the tribals that you laid down for hours for that. You allowed it to happen to you.
That was such a big thing in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Tried, bro.
Ugh, and then this. Come on, man.
See some good Life of Agony t-shirts in this video.
There you go.
Yeah, Len Vagney was already on like a major label by the time this shit was popping off.
Yeah. They're still playing.
Yeah,
they were-
and they have trans singer.
She's, yeah.
Yeah.
They were gonna play the Winchester.
They were?
Really?
Yeah, we were sold out 20 minutes after
They was
they
announced.
posted. Yeah.
I bet it would be great still. I mean,
A lot of interesting comments on the event page.
oh, I'm
Oh, yeah?
sure.
They're They're like, so like, what is that like a chick now? And it's like, oh god, don't use it, sir. I was like, we have to delete these comments. They're awful. These people are awful.
River Run Red is so good.
It's crazy people are still saying anything on because she's been out for a long time.
A long
playing
time.
live for a long time, like at least like 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Well,
but
you
usually-
think about the person that's going to like a Life of Agony
Yeah.
show, like they're probably not paying attention.
Their
really
internet,
much.
their internet skills are probably subpar.
Yeah.
Yeah, these were Facebook comments, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely talking about how masks are dumb. This is a big '90s thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of hate to admit this, but as someone who wasn't really familiar with VOD before this, didn't totally hate their parts. Like,
Hey
you know,
man,
don't know why, I just didn't. Wasn't the worst.
Well,
band
you know
on-
what? They're actually not the most embarrassing fucking band on this, and I might catch some heat for this, but yeah, 108 sucks.
yeah.
Dude,
Like, those lyrics were trash. Fucking the music was fucking ass.
See, that's how I thought about District 9. Like the.
Oh no, District 9 was ringing a lot of bells for me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, VOD I don't hate. Again, I don't hate it. It's definitely a place in time.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad I'm not in that place in time.
To stay in that place and time. Yes.
God,
I wish shows where this could.
Just
I like to
this
play this
many
game.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, but not this many men though.
Someone's
But-
wearing a Bjork shirt on that stage.
Yeah, that's the Bjork shirt. I love the straight edge Coca-Cola shirts. Those were a big part of the '90s. I feel. Also,
Yeah, CM Punk rode that wave.
yeah. Fucking Long Island.
Long Island.
I'm staying at my ma's house.
108 is not great. They had, I think, Rob Fish. They had this other band, Resurrection. I'm probably gonna get that wrong, but I think that 7-inch is good.
Pretty really. But one thing though, it makes us appreciate it every single time we play like a different state or something. Like I can't imagine living someplace else.
Bumble.
No place like except for
I can go to
York.
the city. I can take my car.
It's very like
Yeah, I
95,
can't-
like that hardcore. That's all that like
I can't imagine.
If I ever get an apartment, like
108.
try it.
Just the groovy shit.
Not even the groove shit, like that, like metallic. I mean, like Earth Crisis was really big,
Yeah.
and like all that stuff.
I don't know.
That's what hardcore's about, man.
Suburbia.
That guy backs the blue.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Like, hey guys, we have a lot of fun here, but gotta back the blue.
When did it begin? Say about 1981.
So surprised from Eddie Vedder era.
Dude, looking like a Greek god.
No.
Tommy Rat.
This guy
man.
definitely lives up to his name.
This guy listens to Stern.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. He calls it. He just calls in and yells "Baba Booey" anyway.
He's the guy at the party that has to tell you like every single detail of every record that you put on, and you're like, I'm
He
just trying to
laughs.
drink beers.
He
dude.
does
Get away
listen to
from me."
Stern.
Back like in 78, 79, 1980.
He looks like if you were to show.
1981, that was a year after 1980.
Misfits. And then like
All those records were so much money.
Yeah.
You see like Minor Threat. Then you have bands
He
from
sold
LA,
them.
like Black Flag, Common.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he sold
And
those.
then like some bands like Sod.
I don't know. He might be a guy.
Yeah, I don't know. He might just have the be riding the spectrum hard enough to have held
Oh
on.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Kind of reminds me of that dude Harold, who was like the SF thrash photographer guy who now plays bass in DRI. At least he used to.
There was a lot of bands Reagan used.
Fucking
Waste,
Rick to Life being like, where'd the term hardcore come from? Got me. It's like,
the worst one.
dude, I thought you lived hardcore. You like
Listen.
wouldn't want to look into the history a little bit?
He's too
No.
busy. He's too busy making the hardcore.
He
I
is.
like those like old punk rock bands. Anyway,
See? I love
trippy
Isaac.
hardcore,
Yeah.
you know, little bit of punk. But I like, I don't even like hardcore. I listen to Cranberries on Sundays.
There you go. With his coffee.
That's such a good quote.
I was trying to look it up, but like, didn't he basically start Scarhead so that he could cover Cranberries or some shit?
I don't know about that.
That's
It's
like
a-
some rumor.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I ran into my buddy Drew at the thrift store today. And I mentioned I was coming over here. We're gonna watch this, and he talked about how talked about Scarhead. And he talked about how like I guess he quit. I don't know if it was Scarhead or another band. He quit because the rest of the band wouldn't cover Cranberries at a show.
think it was maybe he quit Crown of Thorns.
because they wouldn't.
Fucking Madball.
Madball's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, Set It Off's such a good record. The first 7-inch Ball of Destruction rules.
He's like so fucking young here, and
19.
Yeah,
like,
19.
he's a motherfucker that like, I mean, even like I think like 6 or 8 years ago, You see him like before the show, and like he just looks like some 40-something-year-old dude. And then like they talk about it here, like keeps you young. Like as soon as he took the stage, he was like young as shit. It was like the weirdest like energy like vibe.
His soul returned. He's the only attractive man in this whole documentary.
Freddie Madball.
And that's not saying a whole lot.
You gotta get that Madball whiskey that came out.
Ooh.
I think he had a travel agency for a while.
I can see that.
How'd that happen? Well, it happened through my brother, Raj.
Yeah.
He brought me around the scene when I was really
You know what's
young.
actually a good hardcore book?
I was living
Like
in Florida,
when you deal the
actually,
people who write books. The Roger Murray book
came
is
up to
worth a
visit.
read. It is
Really?
good. Yeah, it's like
About, I guess,
he's really
1984 or so,
like
when they
he takes a
announced
look
the
back and he's
front
like, yeah, I was a bad guy here, and like it's good stories and stuff.
Oh, shouts to Virtual
That's it.
Pros
And that's how I
Mike.
get to my
I
wife.
fucking
So-
messaged him asking if he had like any like
So, 'cause
bits
AF used to do it a long time ago.
information
And
or
it's actually
knowledge.
an animal
And he had
song.
some shit, but the one thing that stuck out to me is he's like, I remember I
Changed
went
it up
outside to
to a
smoke a
hardcore
cigarette at a
style.
Cro-Mag show a few years
liked
ago,
it. You know, he was,
and John
the
Joseph
very first
was in
time
in his
when he
fucking
was 7 years
van
old, he
listening
did a
to
show
his
at Great
fucking
Gillespie.
audiobook at
And I
top
was
volume.
friends
Getting himself
I figured that was gonna come up at one point. Yeah, that's what a weird fucking
I can't
guy.
remember, But anyway,
I mean, I love
you know,
Cro-Mags,
since then,
and
he liked it,
John
you know,
Joseph's
he loved
cool
coming along with
and
me.
all.
Cool's, I don't know.
Yeah,
Relative.
that's like, yeah.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know about him on the social media.
And he needs to
these
get off the
days.
internet.
Really with my family,
That's a child.
I know, that is a-
Since I was 15.
Yeah,
What
man.
the parental neglect, honestly.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, you can take your 7-year-old brother on this tour where fucking
For
people are
weeks.
stabbing each other
Yeah.
and you're living in a van.
You should
Sounds like a good use of his time.
read the book.
Agnostic Front was one of his favorite
He's like, don't worry, my brother's gonna take care of me.
I'd say when I was
Sick
about
fade
11,
though. Solid fade.
Good fade. I mean,
and actually,
Great fade. Gorgeous
Vinny,
fade.
Roger, and
look how, I mean, he's a little
came
boy
up
there.
with
Yeah.
He's just a little boy.
And they were like, hey,
That
you know,
7 is
you
just
should
so good.
do a little
Colossal
thing,
Man
you
was a
know?
skidhead.
Being that I always would come up on stage and sing a song with them, hey, why not?
I love there's that like
They
fucking
got
dude
it
with
together,
glasses
and I
that like
did
just
it.
like is like,
And
what the
that
fuck am I doing at
That's
this
how
show?
Madball got created.
That may or may not be a screwdriver shirt Freddie Madball's wearing in that picture.
Probably a better chance
It was
than not. It
yeah.
was.
Screwdriver.
There,
Yeah. Excuse these random noises. I don't know if this fucking microphone's working.
Well,
I think
you know,
it
if you're
is.
in a band, you know, the whole being in a band, a hardcore band is
that
rough, you know. Being in any band is rough, you know, but being in a hardcore band, especially years back.
Watching these videos is like how much COVID would happen in this room.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You know,
I had that a few weeks ago while I was watching fucking Sopranos, and it's like
probably the most underground
Pauly
music
Walnuts
there
and
is
dude at like a
out
Starbucks.
right now.
And I'm just like, they're so close to the fucking counter
Yeah.
right now. And
That
like,
poor-
one's wearing
that
a
poor
mask. What
barista.
the fuck is going
I
on?
pay respect to it that much, and you know, bands struggle. Touring in a van, sleeping, living in it. Sometimes they don't make enough money to even eat.
Throw the kids some scraps.
Hey man, now every town
not as
has
bad
some
now.
fucking spaghetti.
You know,
Yeah.
95.
Some
But
pink
I'm talking
pasta.
like-
I remember back in the day when you lived at the Yellow Ghetto and like you'd always make
Remember
food
when
for
AF
bands, and
was
then I'd show
touring?
up early for shows and I'd get a serving, and then I'd be like,
84,
can I have
85,
another? You're like,
6
the
years.
band hasn't eaten yet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a problem I have with open food.
And I didn't suffer
You're
as
not the
much 'cause
only
I wasn't
one.
actually in the band.
Well, you know what? If everyone's hungry, everyone should fucking eat
I was like,
with the same speed and
hanging around,
veracity
you know.
of me.
Didn't think anything of
I have
it.
no comment to that.
When I was in
I also saw a fucking old picture of me pissing 6 feet above my head on the house, which you eventually told me to stop doing.
On the house or out of the house?
On the house. Remember, I'd like see how high I could piss, and I could piss like twice
Yeah,
my
but
height.
I was only ever mad about
Vinny.
it because there was an 8-year-old that lived next door and his bedroom window was right there.
They saw worse.
You know Puerto Ricans got
I didn't want to.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I stole a bunch of those towels and
had them in his backpack.
And I had it in my backpack, and I dove, and my backpack opened, all the towels all over the place. And my girl runs over, she's like helping me. Get
What a
over
good
the towels
girlfriend.
and shit, putting
I would have left your ass hanging.
Loki!
Yeah, Loki not of this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a spacey rich bass, and he's got dreams. We'll get to him.
We'll get to those dreams.
Yikes.
In 3.5 hours. 'Cause that's how long this documentary feels. But it's not that bad.
No way, bro. We're like 1/3 of the way through.
That's pretty good.
Actually, no. Never mind. We have like, I think we talked for like 15 minutes and then.
Let me just point out real quick here how much the lyrics on the screen here really make you realize, like, these are written by teenagers.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Fucking children.
Yeah. My boy.
About 6 years.
Oh, here we go.
Since I was, I'm 18 or...
He had to count.
Hell
Oh, man,
Help
Cesar.
me out.
Come on, Cesar. You got this.
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, but damn, can he play a fucking guitar?
You know, who needs to add when you could write riffs?
Yeah. You don't need math skills for that. You just need soul, baby.
My fucking boy.
Did Paul Schlachter write these lyrics?
Yeah. I mean, there is like something to be said for hardcore lyricism.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what that is.
not much.
Yeah. It's more vibe. It's energy. I think really Scotty put it best, like when we were on tour with him one time, where he's like, you know, I like dance music and shit, and like hardcore music is just like a different kind of fucking dance music.
Yeah.
Like, you know, fucking like, you know, in like disco songs, like you're not gonna hear the deepest fucking, you know, lyrics.
No.
You're just gonna get fucking like, you know, the vibe, and then that's like to make you dance. And really, that's what the fucking hardcore is about.
Yeah.
Is making you fucking dance.
Fucking get out and dance, bro.
Yeah.
Bad. You ever got
Low
fucked up
key.
real bad? You couldn't sit down. Damn, yo, I remember I told my mom.
I wish I could hear the roasting of Loki with these, with this, just in general.
She told me so. She'd go to my room.
I bet
didn't make it
Loki's
through
like the
that door.
scariest dude in that band.
Oh yeah, I would never fuck with
I
Loki.
bet Loki has a sword.
She went to the kitchen.
He's a medieval fair fairy now.
Fuck my shit up, man.
He's working the carnivals of New York.
She's fucking me up with that shit, man. I had welts and everything. Yo, she beat me into a fever.
Into a fever.
3 fever after she kicked my ass. I didn't even want to go outside for the whole week, man. I didn't even ask, man.
What does your mom think about what you're doing?
Oh, she thinks it's like the biggest waste of time, like ever. Like,
I wonder if that's changed.
She ain't wrong
My
though.
mom always hated everything.
This
I
is
did,
this is
regardless
where
of what it
PMA
was.
came
No,
from.
except maybe
That's how he got through
when I
his
played
rough
sports
childhood.
When I was real little, maybe she like that, probably not even. But I came home with the record, and I was like, yo, check this out. This is our record. And she was just like, oh, this is...
This is what you're doing? You're doing announcing for GCW, caping for him on Twitter? That's what you're doing now?
My mom seen me do a lot of stuff.
It seems like
Nah.
OG KG is going through a bit of a money crunch lately. He's selling a bunch of shit, and he's complaining about not being able to pay some bills and stuff. I wonder what's happening.
My mom's, yo.
It's hard not owning the company.
One day, I'm gonna tell you a story. Mom, man, you fucked up, word to mother. Yo,
God.
my mom didn't want me wearing the
I'm just a charisma machine, but then again, I'm just a white dude from Cleveland, so I'm just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's funny, man.
Just an average Puerto Rican.
Damn it. So she made me put a regular jacket on. So I come home from school.
There, I got pissed. It's Randy doing work.
Yeah.
I get off the bus and I see this bum like wearing my vest and shit, man.
I love this like
And I was
fucking
like, yo.
Kangol cap.
So I ran home
Yeah.
and I
That's
looked
such a
in my
look.
closet, and
I mean,
my
honestly, he
mom threw it
looks
away and the
like he
bum
looks
was
pretty
looking
cool.
through
Yeah, he's
garbage and
pretty
just like,
fashionable for the
Yeah.
time, for sure.
Of course.
That's some shit. That's some motherfucking shit, man.
They need that Latino flair.
Pardon?
A little Latino flair.
Well, not normal. You know, and not every 7-year-old goes up on stage with a hardcore band and sings hardcore and goes on tour and stuff like that.
I mean, I think
But,
Madball just now
aside
pretty
from
much
that, it was pretty
does
nice.
every once in a while a tour in the United States, but it just goes to Europe every couple months.
I mean, I had
It's
like-
Make
good for
money.
them.
Well,
Yeah.
that's been a thing forever. It's like all these old bands touring Europe and stuff, and they get so much more money. I know like Slapshot would exclusively play Europe for
Yeah.
a good 10, 15 years. That and they were just like kicked out all the venues around here.
Yeah.
You saw my mother, man. My mother's a big lady. She'll fuck me up. So when I got 18,
I have a friend
I got my first tattoo.
who lived with
So,
Isaac for a little
yeah,
bit when Isaac like
oh,
lived in
yeah,
Cleveland
the other
Heights
day,
for a
she
little
saw my
while,
family
and
tattoo. My
he always
back,
talk
she
about
just
going to
out
like
it matters.
Isaac's place in New York,
Yeah, I told her I got
and
my
he said it's
neck
like
tattoos.
his
She
mother's
got
like the nicest woman.
really
Like,
good.
what are you doing? Like old like and like gives everyone food and stuff like that. Like just like.
What happened to your brother?
Committed suicide.
The roastmaster gets soft.
21. Like a year and a half ago.
Down over here, me and my man Kevin Smith. You know,
Kevin Smith.
we were walking. We were mad young. We were chilling. And
That
then
blue
this guy
wall.
got
Visiting
bucked,
from New Jersey.
and right in front of us, and we was like, oh. So we tried to walk around it, and he got bucked again. So we, ran.
He's so calm when he explains all these like traumatizing, like horrifying events, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then this happened.
Wow. Was anybody home when he did it, or
More family?
Yeah, there's definitely like a push-pull between like people's backgrounds in this thing
Yes.
that they kind of like display pretty well.
Yeah.
I will say that there is a very when I think of hardcore in Cleveland, it's usually just suburban kids, and here it's definitely not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's VOD, but
how'd you feel? What'd you think?
Shit was whack. That shit was mad whack.
What happened to that guy?
He got jigged.
This is really like just like a
just wanna
supplementary
hug this
like
child.
episode to like Oz.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything in this just I feel like could be in
That
Oz.
nigga got stabbed.
Oz is such. Are you rewatching Oz right now?
No.
You should. Don't binge watch it though. It fucks you up.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in jail when I was.
There he is.
Oh, yeah.
JJ.
Not as in shape as he is now.
So I definitely.
I don't know about these calves these days, man. They look weird.
They look weird.
He's had that same haircut for a good 25 years, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's a pretty timeless haircut. It's a good, solid haircut.
Experiencing it,
I remember the first time I saw like his version of the Cro-Mags and just thinking how fucking whack he was on stage as far as his moves and stuff go. He was totally off rhythm and just looked like the dorkiest fucking guy.
The shortest man alive.
Like that, so he was violent.
I mean, he's not
towards my
Urba,
mother,
but you know.
Oh.
He got put in homes and stuff.
They should measure each other.
They played New York, and this guy runs up behind them to sing, and the guy he just elbows just knocks this guy out like
he died.
5 years ago, maybe.
How old were you when he died?
This story is fucked.
I know, it's so.
15.
I like that he forgets though. Like halfway, he's like, and that guy, and that guy.
Oh, HIV, caught HIV.
You know how he caught that?
Well,
It is weird hearing about like
HIV back in the day.
yeah, like people. I mean,
Back
because
in the
HIV you could get it, and you obviously can't die, but with medicine now and everything,
Them niggas, they never used to check.
we made a lot of progress.
They
But it's
never
just
knew what
fucked to
AIDS
like.
was. So,
I mean, this kid
He had
knows
a-
3 people that
he
died
had
of
a good
HIV.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he was losing blood, so they had to give him blood. This shit was
And the
infected.
doctor.
And plus, we went to sue them niggas, but the doctor died of
There you
AIDS
go.
too.
So there's actually 2,
I don't know how
and then
he
another
contracted
kid's like both parents.
He contracted it.
Do you know a lot of people who died of AIDS?
No, just my father. Oh well, and my man's father down the block, and his mother.
There's 4 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't like know the doctor, but the doctor was a part of his life. This is a good look.
Well, there also there's like intimation or like that. I don't know how the doctor.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Very sus.
A nice little racer line on the side of his head. Man, he's stylish.
Yeah.
Is this a music video or is this a
I don't know. It
show?
looks like they just like decided to fucking pump in.
There seems like
They got the
there's.
synchronized dancing, so they were able to like
Yeah.
really like sync it up really well. That footage right there reminds me of some City Hall video.
Yeah. Spitfire face in the background.
Oh,
That was such a good look. Just a work shirt.
how old is Cesar?
18.
18.
And he learned how to play the guitar 6 years ago when he was 50.
No, he's been playing this for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Because he learned it 6 years ago. Numbers don't
Listen. Maybe he's just
Personally, I don't
playing it
find
out so he
no
can just
violence.
lie later in life.
Yeah.
I just be.
He's maybe smarter than all of us.
He's like, yeah, I might be in this hardcore shit for a while, so you know, fucking when I'm 50, I can say I'm 30.
Yeah.
I can talk to 21-year-old girls.
Down
It's
there.
okay.
Right there.
Well, there it is.
By
The
way,
hardcore scene.
chilling.
Pretty much.
No, I mean, were you with us when we played with that off balance? No, I think it was like fucking.
not.
No, wait, no, you might have been. Right
I mean,
idea.
I
They
do want
played with
something
like
better than the
off
Bronx,
balance
but
in Indiana.
for now, you know, I'm
Yeah, I was at that.
Yeah,
show.
and fucking Hess like shouting dude out. He was like,
seriously, I'm
"Yeah,
happy I won
man,
because if I didn't get
fucking,
locked up,
I've known you since
know,
like fucking 19,
I probably was, I was
whatever
on
the fuck."
heroin and everything.
And the guy like afterwards came up and
I
he's
had a
like,
rough life.
"Yo,
I
man,
got
no one
a lot
knows
of
how old I
drugs,
am."
Yeah.
And it's like just this fat toad of a dude.
Like I said,
Maybe
all
I'll still be on that
toes.
shit. I'll probably be dead by now. You know, I used to do a lot of heroin and everything, and just I just.
I mean,
took a
Rick
long
DeLife doing
time.
heroin when he was like 13 or whatever. Or no, JJ did heroin. When he was
JJ was like 14, 15.
70s.
Have you guys ever listened to his book on tape?
It's great.
Oh, I heard it's great.
It is the.
I gotta look for that because like he had it up for free for a while, and then it fucking like went offline. And
I definitely have it on my old iPod. I don't know how to get stuff off of that, but I have it.
technology, man.
I will never, as long as I live, forget the story of the spit-filled Oreos.
Oh yeah, the Oreo spit sandwiches.
Oh my god. Men are disgusting.
No, that was something that his foster parents were doing to him.
Yeah, they would
People
lick,
are disgusting.
Yeah, they would lick the cream out of
I
the
tried
Oreos
angel
and then
dust.
just put them back together and give them to him.
Whack.
Oh my god. I hate this world.
Stupid. That shit was trying to kill me. Stupid bad, bro. Yo, don't try Angel Dust, bro. I mean Angel Dust, bro.
When's the last time any of you guys were around Angel Dust in real life?
I'm not sure what angel dust is.
I've never been around it.
I smoked it once.
Isn't it?
But I thought it was meth.
I thought it's like no, I thought it was like formaldehyde or something in that realm.
Yeah.
I don't think I have. I apparently haven't been around cool enough people.
I mean,
That shit destroys your brain.
dust
It's an
heads
incredible
are
way. I
nuts,
think
right?
every
Yeah.
time that you do it.
He's talking about fucking people destroying their brains. This is fucking very rich.
Because I can't see smoking dust, man. It smells like people are smoking like dead bodies.
That's the crazy
It smells
thing about this
horrible.
part is like how common it was. I do just smoking dust in the background.
I
Like,
know
what the
that.
fuck?
It must have been a very place and time.
I mean, I remember like shows at like Peabody's in like the fucking
That's what it smells
like, late 90s. Like it was definitely like very downtown and like sketchy and weird. But like, I mean, there were so many smells. I don't know. And also, I was just going to weird metal shows. But
But doesn't it just smell like rubber? No, that's that's crack.
I remember smelling weed at shows, but I'm sure there
well,
was
like yeah,
other
like
shit
meth
going
and
on.
crack, like it's like used to get. It could be like sort of car exhausty,
Yeah.
sort of.
Like, yeah, so when I started getting tattooed, it was like, my mom was
You think
kinda
Rick
happy
DeLife is bummed on how far tattooing's come?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But also,
But I guess
like,
it's like the egg that gets broken for the omelet.
but I feel like, dude, to be that covered at 25,
Yeah, that's a lot.
that's insanity. You fucked yourself your whole like normal adulthood.
For at least 25 to life.
I do know that, like, now, I mean, I don't go to shows, no one goes to shows, but I've been seeing a lot more younger kids with just getting straight, like, neck and hand tattoos quick.
Yeah, with like 3 shitty tattoos.
Yeah, I'm like,
And they're
whoa.
like, yep, hand and neck.
I like Dean. Dean's a hero in the
Dude, it looks like Darren.
Darren, yes, 100%. I was just gonna say.
Darren was here last night. We played some Mario Party.
There you go.
He also looks like, I forgot the guy's name. Dan. No, Dan from Painted Black and Kid Dynamite and like Lifetime. He kind of looks like that dude. The singer, Dr. Dan. I forgot his last name.
Yeah, I got a little room.
You know a different Dan.
Yeah.
Shouts to Dr. Dan.
Is he
single Dan?
Is he a forever enemy of you?
Did I know that?
So much has happened this year. I only really have room in my heart for Uncle Howard and like the fucking unyielding torment and pain that I want upon him.
Yeah.
Because don't you tell me that it's gonna stop burning. I've been taking lives, Uncle Howard.
I wanted to say something as a fellow listener of Uncle to Uncle. I'm disappointed in Franklin Uncle Howard's shit talking and real just complete ignorance of Vermont. I grew up half an hour from Vermont. It's one of the most beautiful, lovely places to visit and spend time in. And these, South Beach motherfuckers just complete. Okay, oh, that's right, yeah, Cali. Well, yeah, just complete display of ignorance. Huge disappointment.
Ugliest guy I've ever seen in my life. Who else out there? Jason Crackdown was ugly.
I love just talking about how ugly everyone is.
Bad people are good looking guys.
I love Crackdown.
Can't imagine what he said about the dude from Bane.
You do like no redeeming social value though, Leo, right?
Oh yeah.
That
What a hilarious.
favorite of yours.
What a hilarious lyrics.
Yeah,
These are like.
just party hardcore.
I feel like this is what Pit Boss wishes they were. be right back.
Richard got me a No Redeeming Social Value DVD, and I cannot bring myself to watch it alone because I can't. The roasting must be with a group.
Too much stimulation.
Like, that's the reason we started, so our friends could come down.
Oldie,
have
oldie.
a couple beers and just drink together.
Drink on the
like, in
hardcore
one place at one
band.
time.
It's hilarious.
Come down and have a good time, like laugh or whatever.
Like they're like it. It's almost like they were just like making fun of everyone around them. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm pretty curious as to why they started to get naked at one point in their set. Later on in the show, this happens, and it's just like in all my years of going to shows,
It's
never
just
seen
dudes
that.
rock. It's
Yeah, but I
fucking
think that,
boys like fucking just partying.
It's like that like vein of punk where it's like I'm gonna like make you talk about this. Like you're not gonna talk about my music. You're gonna talk about the ridiculous shit I've been doing.
Yeah, they do kind of mention some stuff that's kind of like almost G.G. Allen-esque as
Yeah.
far as
Yeah.
like, their stage banter and whatnot. But it's like it's already happened. Like even at this point, 95, like all that shit's been done. So like,
By the way, speaking of 1995, here's my boomer pilled moment.
Yeah.
Fucking they're playing in a fucking studio right now. They got all their boys. They're all drinking beers and shit.
Old
If this was
excuse me.
happening right now, everyone would have a fucking phone
Oh,
out.
for sure.
And
yeah.
fucking this and that. And, you know, that's just the world we live in now. I'm not going to be too bitter about it. But back then, if you wanted to fucking film this shit, you got a goddamn documentary crew.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the boys, everyone else just fucking lived in the moment. Drank beers and were silly as shit in the goddamn college radio fucking station.
Bad.
WNYU sets are always good. You can find them online. I forgot which band. There's one where the guy just keeps on swearing and he's like keeps on apologizing for swearing the whole time.
Yeah. One time Richard and I were on tour and I was like, everyone's like, it was like weeks, like second weekend, and everyone's like, all right, well, what do you want to listen to? And I was like, No Redeeming Social Value, and Wedge was in the van, and I just hear Wedge go, ugh. I was like, come on, it's funny. He's like, it's not funny when you've had to live it.
That's the thing is I was considering, because we had originally reached out to someone else fucking about doing this before we hit the Thrift Store Driver. And then I was like, oh, man, maybe I could hit up Sean Philly or somebody.
I don't.
And then I was like, no, I don't think we're ready for
That's
the amount
like,
of hatred for
if
this.
this, and you would like need advisory before you even put it on. Like, hate and jaded.
I like this when they just fucking just have their dicks out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dudes rock.
Dean.
Just Porky Pig in it.
What are some of the things they've done on stage?
I don't know. It's like
This is a dude that could 100% just exist today.
Oh yeah, that guy exists. Right
Yeah, all of these.
That guy is walking into a speedway right now without a mask.
The same outfit.
he was swinging his arms, then he was like,
Oh yeah. No Redeeming Social Value. All of them look like they could just walk around Cleveland and just get by today.
Yeah.
I mean, here's where I'm at. Like, I mean, I'm podcast poison, but I'm like, this is just a podcast. I mean, really, I realize that all of hardcore is podcast. Like, you know, it's just a giant like series of like parasocial relationships and fucking. It used to be like, you know, oh, the band's on stage and they're like, you know, shouting people out, and those people feel very involved and loved. But really, it's like, yeah, dude, I know your name, and you know, you did one thing for me. It's fine.
and Dean and Vinny's ugly mugs would be on there, and they'll have some video where they're like rolling around in duty or something like that. Cool. And like the whole country will love it.
Cop. Looks like a cop.
Yes, I say all these dudes have to be Trump supporters.
Oh yeah.
If they're not back in the blue, they're back in the blue cheese on their burgers. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that, just doing a post like that. Just back the blue, but it's blue cheese. Taking it back. Bringing it back.
Look how much fun they're having. With each.
No, they're just party guys.
Yeah.
I didn't know who they were, and I was like, who the hell are these guys? No Redeeming
Pants
Social
down,
Value?
tussling.
Tussle, yeah.
Yeah.
A little tussle with my bros. The music videos they have on YouTube are hilarious.
Oh, they're funny.
They're funny.
There's one. There's one in a pool, right?
Yeah, that's still drinking. If you didn't think I wasn't drinking, I still am drinking.
I feel like Dean. He just works in an office somewhere now. That's what
I think he
said
said in the.
He said in this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's already
but
working.
he's still working in an office right now. Just waiting for retirement.
Yeah.
I feel, I'm sure his parents are like, would have wished they had the son that they had before, but what can you do?
He's the guy that's a cop. He's like, yeah, I get it. I used to be in a hardcore band.
Fucking, Roger Murray talks about it later on, like where he's like, yeah, there's people like cops and like fucking EMS people.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you see shows, bro.
There's little bands trying to come in, but now there's barriers and all sorts of stuff.
Barricades, 8-foot barricades. Basically, the point of the film should be just take down the 8-foot barricades in front of the stage. Everything will be great.
I want to know the ratio of people who are dead versus alive in this documentary.
Well, you did say that sadly Virginia passed.
Yeah, rip.
At what age?
42.
That's young.
And when was this?
17, I think.
17.
I'll look her up. We'll see.
There was an article they wrote about her, and all these being in a scene for 30 years, and the only thing they could say in this nice RIP article is she was a great fan. You couldn't have come up with something a little better than just your fan, this woman who's been in a scene for 30 years, and you just label her fan and that's it, is ridiculous.
I wonder, people are sitting at home, watching this, just going, oh, I had lots of fun.
One of my favorite dudes in this is coming up when fucking...
Hardcore band.
She was the voice of the girlfriend of Life of Agony's River Runs Red Monday.
See, look, she could have gotten credit for that.
They did credit her for that in that article, but then all the bands that wrote a little blurb about her, they're just what a great fan. Fuck off. 30 years, you could think of something else to accredit her for.
This fucking guy.
You know what? She was still cute when she was in her 40s.
Yeah. Good looking ma.
Yeah. Yeah, this dad?
Yeah, this fucking that guy's probably 28-year-old dad. Smile for the camera, ladies.
Love that. Is that a 40 shirt? Is this shirt a 40 or is it just tribal?
I remember when I was looking at fucking Hip Raider magazines in the mid 90s as a little fucking shit. There'd always be all the t-shirts, and there were so many t-shirts for just 40s and fucking goddamn Philly blunts. That was just the cool edgy shit to wear.
Yeah.
I never ordered one. Shit was $25 in 1995 with shipping, and I was like, yeah, no.
White, Puerto Rican, Spanish, just everything, man. Spanish is Puerto Rican, isn't it? All right, well.
Yikes.
It definitely.
And now this thing takes a turn.
They're all from
Jeff
New York.
Cannonball. I was messaging him about this. He's like, yeah, it's great, though I don't really understand why 108's in it.
For selfless love.
This dude was fucking choker.
Oh, the way he talks is murderous. He's a murderous white.
Yeah, murderous white.
Well, you guys mentioned this Krishna era of hardcore, and to me, that's kind of wrapped up in that whole super militant vegan straight edge scene. That and Krishna is all just before my time, but stuff I remember hearing about and even seeing a little bit, and just this is fucking strange.
Ugh.
This is all such fucking also just Gen X brained bullshit. As far as authenticity and blah blah blah.
Depend on it for happiness.
This is definitely a very specific time in the
Yeah.
90s.
Sinks into the mainstream. Congratulations, you're Rage Against the Machine and you make much less money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. Well, the guitarist was in Inside Out. So.
Yeah, he fucking missed his fucking window.
Yep, he did. No, he's living on that Krishna thing, and he has an astrology page I found on the internet.
Oh, so he's sane.
Yeah, sane. He's got books. I mean, he's definitely still Krishna. If I'm going Krishna conscious, I'm just gonna listen to Shelter.
I remember one time at the Tower. I think it was after Phonographic closed.
Yeah.
I was sitting on all these CDs that we had from Phonographic, and one of them was a spoken word CD that Ray Capo recorded.
Oh God.
And we were just drunk listening to it one night in the show space, and he's like, I want you to visualize what you could be doing right now. And me and Jake Schwartz, shouts to the birthday boy, were like going through the whole thing, and like we were like, yeah. And then we eventually found like some like greatest hits of the '70s thing, and like us and like Joe Corzan were just like going off on that. I forget what song we discovered out of that. That was amazing. Oh, it was Hitchin' a Ride. We were just listening to Hitchin' a Ride like on repeat for days.
Imagine all the things you could possibly be doing, and that's the thing that you chose
We're like,
to
oh,
do.
listen to Hitchin' a Ride.
Just me and my bros hitching a ride.
I do like seeing the Victory Record shirts in the audience.
Fuck you, Tony Brummel. You drove by me one time in fucking Chicago when I was stuck in fucking bad traffic on fucking Gary, Indiana.
He did?
'Cause they were fucking. We were fucking all jamming out in our fucking car because like fucking this is when I had like a shitty fucking station wagon.
Yeah.
Where like you had to like run the heat on high, or else it would overheat, and it was like 90 degrees. And this was like back when like fucking like they were working on like the fucking that one bridge, the Skyway or whatever.
Yeah.
And fucking, so like we were stuck in Gary, Indiana, which is the worst smelling city in the world.
It is.
In like 90-degree heat with the heat blasting for 4 fucking hours. And then we're fucking just jamming out to like MC5 or something and just like rewinding back to the part and like I think Come Together where he's like, and fucking like, just going off. And who fucking pulls up alongside us and laughs at us on the fucking like, the fucking like side lane in his fucking silver Mercedes fucking bullshit Victory Mobile, other than fucking Tony, dumbass military hat, fucking piece of shit Brummel. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Damn, that's a flex.
Yeah, fucking like, it's like fucking, fucking driving violations. Yeah, rich people can fucking pay that shit. I can't fucking pay that shit. I can't fucking drive along the fucking median and just laugh at people listening to music better than anything you ever put out since like 1996. Piece of shit. Fuck you, Tony Brummel.
I think he sold Victory for like millions recently.
All right, well he did
the catalog.
So he got out like fucking Tom from MySpace, basically.
Yeah, basically.
So that'll actually probably be more valuable than MySpace.
Although I did see a funny email that like someone. It's an old email, but it was like friend of the show Jeff from Brunswick. I don't want to say his last name, but you know him. Right?
Westminster Abbey, yes.
Yeah. There was some old email that someone asked for the day off for their 2-year-old's birthday, and he was like, they won't remember it, so you're not allowed to have the day off.
Honestly, is he wrong?
Trying to find that.
Is he wrong though?
Definitely not wrong. Definitely a business tyrant.
His name is Lakshmi.
Because you're lady.
His regular name is Larry Puglisi. Was probably the person to introduce Christian consciousness.
Watching this documentary made me wish I was at the show, and that made me realize how long it has been since I've been at a show that I would prefer to be at any show.
Oh, yeah. I'm still not quite there yet. Again, I was like massively overexposed for years, like where like, and I was like working doing it, and like that just fucking.
Yes, I mean same, but like when you go from like talking to like 100 people a day, and then you go to like talking to one, you're like, damn, I'm not that interested.
Yeah, you guys fucked up not having roommates. Well, you got neighbors at least.
Yeah, we have neighbors.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Fucking like anyone that like lives alone or lives with only one other person that they don't really like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man, it's tough. Depression's tough.
Like luckily, I have like between 1 and 3 other people in this apartment at any point in time. But
there were a few days in quarantine that Richard and I were in separate floors of the house, being like, "I'm gonna give you some space."
Yeah, you
Jesus.
It's.
I love you so much. It pains me, but I need. We need to get away from each other.
Yeah.
I used to hang out in D.C. and the devotees.
But if you listen to JJ on Facebook, there's nothing wrong, and Bill Gates is trying to poison us all.
I mean, Bill Gates is trying to. People are so
like you said,
like,
people are
over
right
and over again. People are fucking right for the wrong reasons.
Definitely, Bill Gates is doing like some I don't know what 5th, 6th, 7th wave of what's it called?
Well, it's like,
colonization.
it's like some fucking new thing, like the new beginning or the new start, or like there's like some whole phrase for it among like tech fucking shitheads about like the next phase of like humanity that's going around that's like really fucking gross.
Feel good about. And that you can't brag that
it's just fucking. I don't know. We're not allowed to like really just roast the shit out of religions anymore. But fuck this.
I mean, at least they give homeless people food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Reallocating.
But I don't like how smug they are.
I don't like how smug they are. I don't like Mike DeJean, fucking dad, in '95.
If you watch the video footage of Mike
John
DeJohn's
Favreau.
daughter, he was like, normal, nice family man. He's an animal. The DeJohn family, they're not, they have like extra Y chromosome or something. They're like Neanderthals.
Isaac's commentaries.
Yeah,
This-
for sure.
The only mistake this documentary made was not just having the 95% Isaac just talking.
Isaac and Cesar.
Yeah.
They didn't know what gold they had then.
Look at that hat.
It's all an act.
Look at that hat with those beads.
Listen, he had style.
Styling and profiling.
Yeah. Some nice teeth.
She's
But I
like
went to school with a lot of
4 years younger than us right now, probably.
God damn.
You know what I mean? Like,
Guys from New York hoods.
We should.
Wonder what she's up to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna find out.
no.
That's like fucking Isaac posting fucking, bikini ass beach shots of his wife on Twitter at 2 in the morning.
You don't like him.
I'm not gonna be the first person to like this. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna be me. Wait till somebody else likes this.
You just sit staring, waiting for like a like.
You're like,
Number
any
2.
minute now. All right, hey, nice wife ass, man. I respect you, sir. I don't want to join the fucking list of fat guys from Cleveland you beat up.
So like, you wanna go down to Jane's house?
She stole the show. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Let women speak.
I'll date nah.
It wasn't happening in '95, and it definitely wasn't happening in 2005.
She was breaking that glass ceiling down.
I don't know, man.
You think Rick's life procreated by accident
Oh
somewhere?
God, probably.
And I was in the hospital.
And they're
I
not.
bet he had a really
and they're not
weird-
admitting it.
Yeah, neither party.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, oh, no, it wasn't me. And she's like, no. It just came out with like a whole Geiger piece,
Yeah.
like on one side.
Just one big dread.
And I thought it was like a little crackhead guy. So he looked at me, I looked at him. We swung at each other. I hit him, snuffed him. Also, there's a handle sticking out of my ribs. He stabbed me with a screwdriver. So I ran across the street, gave it to the waiter, and he called the cops. I ran, we beat him down. We thought we killed him, so we had to leave. But I got stabbed through my liver and my stomach with a 6-inch flathead. But Mike DeJohn's cool. Like, we got him.
But yeah, anyways, this guy's
Yeah,
cool.
anyway, yeah, he's a cool guy.
That was it, Crown Thorn started. Want to hear something funny? How I came with that name?
I do.
That's a great
Do you ever
name.
listen? I never really gave
one
too
day,
much time to Crown of Thorns.
I
I mean, I've listened
I mean,
to
the
it here
two
and there.
songs on here are pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean,
I've heard Scarhead play their shit live.
yeah, I've always just Kings That Crime Scarhead is where it is for me. But I went to This Is Hardcore in 2012 when Crown of Thorns played. It was good. It was really good. You like Trapped Under Ice, you're probably gonna like Crown of Thorns.
With a Z.
Yeah.
My mother hates that name.
And someone was like, "Hey, play a Scarhead song," and Isaac goes, "No, that band is disgusting."
Dude, fucking Brother Mike's goddamn brother fucking just lurch.
Oh yeah.
Terrifying lurch, man.
Oh yeah.
So
Just
big.
angry.
You're too tall to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Too tall.
Your wingspan is too big.
With those. Yeah.
No, that shit is funny. Like, fucking, like, I mean, this is like 95, and I remember, like, people in, like, 2006 being like, oh, I hate this fucking karate shit. And it's like, the karate shit's been happening for a long time.
Yeah. The karate shit happens in that one Sick of It All video where they knock down the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
I just feel like in the 2000s is when it almost got.
Well, it crossed over into, like, other shit.
Well, that and also not quite synchronized, but they were definitely. You'd go to shows at times and dudes were doing it like in unison and like setting up and almost doing like a formation, like cheerleading. It's just like what the fuck?
Ridiculous.
I mean, it looks cool. Like, I mean, right here, it's so crowded. Like, fucking, like, I remember, like, that One Life Cruise show in, like, 2009. There was, like, a bunch of, like, old motherfuckers at that thing that, like, were coming out of Mosh retirement, and they were doing their moves. But, like, also, like, it was, like, a little bit, like, more, they were more fluid.
Yeah.
And also, like, there was, like, much more, like, people running into each other and shit. Versus, like, you know, the whole, like, I'm going to sector off.
The singular man just doing it alone is.
Well, he wants more people to do it.
Here comes the.
I ain't trying to get cry chopped in the eyeball.
Brother Mike.
This is actually a really good documentation of how stupid fucking fights are at shows.
Yeah. He starts right there, and then
like
that guy,
he falls down, and then
That guy's
Oh,
punching
that
him in the
guy's
head.
fucking pissed.
Yeah, get him.
It
Get him,
was the
big boy.
blonde guy, dude.
Yeah, blonde guy definitely like just like came like he was pissed about something.
Blonde guy with the abs, just angry.
Yeah.
The thing that happens at these shows is like when you dance like that, eventually you're gonna start knocking into someone accidentally. The tension rises, and then you get to that one point where just one more fucking smack and it's over with, and you just gotta fight back. And then
Look at Rick.
Bullshit.
Look at Rick
I'll
Life, the
definitely cop at,
regulator.
like normie shows, like if people are crowd surfing from the back and not diving from the stage, I will fucking punch the shit out of them because that's just a great way to fuck my neck up. Because if you're diving, I can see you coming. If you're fucking just getting, loft me up, bro. Fuck you. Dive off the stage or fucking don't crowd surf, bitch.
I love basketball jerseys.
Oh yeah.
Look at Brother Mike just about to go out and
yeah.
fight someone.
Oh god, look how big he is. So scary. There's a curly mop. Get the fuck out.
Once again, just another like John Favreau looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yo, James, forget it, man.
James the Giant.
Recorded you last week at Coney Island. What happened during the first
Coney
song?
Island High.
James is on.
James the Giant. My brother, again.
Oh, he's ruining it for me.
My brother again.
The jerk.
Also, don't give this fool a mic. Time to go. Get to stepping.
No, he's the brother, so he's not going.
A few fucking rotten apples that destroy the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Start fights at
See?
shows and to fucking get
95 Rick to
fucking
Life.
fake
He knew
bullshit
what was
gang
going
shit
on.
He was all unity.
He was all unity. I mean, that unity turned into scary unity, but
Different unity.
yeah,
you don't
I
want.
mean, maybe the same unity. Seeing the sea of white men, but
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like a weird parallel to like fascism with a lot of the tough guy hardcore, where you're like,
so metal too.
yeah, but with the hardcore, like it's like much more like all outsiders crush those who oppose.
Yeah.
You know, unity, unite as one.
it takes like
Which, if you have more than a bunch of white dudes, is a cool idea, but it's a lot of white dudes.
yeah, it's a lot of. There's a lot
If
of
you would consider
testosterone in this
Italians
room.
white.
Rick to Life looks like an ant compared to that man.
He's skinny as shit because he just eats hardcore, and hardcore
Yeah.
is not nourishing. A Christ-like figure.
That poor
After
brother.
the show, we'll fight each other.
Look, he's like, "Come on, man, can you just get your brother under control?"
The next song. The whole crowd pops. They're like, "Yeah, sure, man."
Try to, stop a fight because if it's all over stupid, it's not even.
Allegedly, Isaac has a fucking podcast.
Yeah, I haven't listened.
I've been afraid to listen to that. It could be good, or it could be the worst thing in the
I
world.
don't want to have to throw all my money at it.
I'll take a swing at that this week.
All right, yeah, let me know. Let me know. I have a very full podcast plate, so.
So we fought one-on-one, and I beat her up, and then like her friends threw a couple bottles at me and everything.
I mean, Isaac's 48 now,
Did they actually hit you with the
which
bottle?
is fun.
She hit me with a bottle, and two other girls hit me with a bottle.
On the head?
Mm-hmm.
And you still beat them up?
Well, I only beat
Like if
one
you
of
go to
them.
the Wikipedia for Danny Diablo and you click on his, like it's like his website, it just takes you to MySpace.
Hell yeah.
Talk to me and talk to me like I'm not like out to beat nobody up or not like that.
A lot of people, they'll go to a show for the first time, everyone's jumping around. Then
I threw this in the intro, but fucking KG basically predicts like Twitter behavior right here.
They always punch someone who's got 100 friends in the audience. But instead of then the guy who got hit, if he wants to fight this guy, instead of going outside, what always happens is 100 people then swarm on the guy who hit their friend and fucking stop
Also,
with the fucking tomato paste.
back me up here, thrift store. Young KG kind of looks like current Brett Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, a little bit. I
Like,
feel
it's
I've
fucked up.
I feel like I've seen Brett in a shirt that looks just like that too.
This guy fell down and I kicked him. It was
Like,
great.
so maybe, I mean, there's a connection.
Ah, yeah!
Loki,
Star Trek has arrived.
you are not from this earth.
I mean, it really didn't pay off.
Damn, get some bangs, bro, or something.
That's that head, man.
It's a six head.
Oh
That is a
yeah.
six head.
He looks kind of like a melted Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He does.
A show and like people would just be like beaten like mercilessly like in the show, outside the show, in the parking lot.
You
like,
know that
next
fool's
to the
getting
show,
roasted.
going to the train station, like
I hate the fact
Like I said, Loki has a sword. He might have several swords. He
Nah,
has a
dog.
boot knife.
He walked into the room. People were like,
No one ever fights Loki.
Yeah.
How tall do you think Loki is?
Look at how wet his hair is right now. What happened? What did he do? Nothing.
Maybe he showered. Maybe he's a clean Loki.
I mean, he's got his donut goatee, his Loki goatee.
His Loki tea.
Low T.
I'm saying
no, he's
eyes
high
down.
T.
Eyes
That's why
down.
his fucking hairline's so far back, because he's Loki is high T.
Eyes down, Loki's like 6 foot. Eyes up, 6'4".
We're gonna get murdered by Loki.
No, probably.
Loki, we respect you.
Yo, yeah, we should also say that we respect everyone in this.
Yeah, we respect everyone in this fucking, till the ends of the earth.
Except for Rick to Life. I think
Yeah,
he's
Rick to
already-
Life.
Rick to Life.
Yeah, you
No.
can-
And maybe one other person, but we'll leave that to some listeners to figure out.
When that kid dies, man, you're gonna fucking spend 25 years to life.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
In jail, man.
No, I don't know how hardcore started, but let me explain to you my band name.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
You know what I'm
pretty
saying?
deep.
I look like a
Oh,
fish.
there's a girl, Virginia.
Did Rick to
I
Life
hate
ever
the Rick to
come to
Life
any
voice.
Cleveland shows with
Yeah,
like
they-
no band and like set up with a drum machine and just whoever was sticking around? Because that's what he'd do in Albany. He'd show up with his whole caravan of shit, but he'd have no band half the time. It would just be him.
Nah,
and
he'd
his
probably
guitar.
just show up with like a crew because his stupid ass probably had beef with people.
Yo, cause I got fucking cheap belts.
Look at,
These
listen.
belts showed at $1.99.
Doing his
belt
laundry.
discourse.
He
Every show, man.
They really
Why not
needed-
just get a better belt?
But also, why
he's
did
selling
they
it.
put this in the documentary?
These belts
What
are
what point of reference do you
Showing
need
him what
this
the
for?
hardcore lifestyle looks like.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, why do they sell these belts so cheap, man? These are like the best belts. But I noticed that after a while, they fucking give away.
He's chubby now,
every
too.
week.
Oh,
every
his
he's-
titties are big.
He is chong.
I'm killing off me, man.
He looks fucked.
And every hardcore kid wears those shits.
I never listened to 25 to Life. That's one of those bands from that era that I never even just gave time to. Like, someone had it on, I'd hear a song or two, but I just never sat down and was like, I'm going to listen to this.
They were, by the time I came around, they were already a joke. So it was
Yeah.
just like, who cares?
Yeah.
Got that all
I mean, he got
worship.
like trolled with that whole OLC shit like 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, by now, yeah. Like I could pull on it and stuff.
You gotta meet Pedro after this. He's just
No,
sitting in my
Just
room.
sits there. But like, when I eat or when I brush my teeth, I get toothpaste on it.
I like how they pace this documentary. They like sort of go from like subject to subject.
Yeah.
Like it's actually really a well-made documentary, I think.
Especially for 1995.
Nah, I mean, if I
Like,
want to go
Maybe it took 4 years to like really hammer it down.
I think,
Though then again, I don't know. I think now knowing what I know about video editing, I could have done it. Which, by the way, guys, use promo code WORLDWIDE to get yourself a 1 month free subscription to Bug TV Plus and watch worldwide workouts.
He looks like someone, but I can't figure it out.
It's it's on like the tip of my brain.
Kind of like John Lovitz, almost a little tiny bit, I think.
God, he's got such biodome hair.
Oh
Yeah, wow.
There you go.
This is 1995,
Yeah.
which spiritually ended, the cinematic year of 1995, spiritually ended in January of 1996 with Biodome. What if he went and saw Biodome in like January 96 and he's like, oh, fuck this mainstream look now.
Yeah. Shave him off.
In
He's
his
like,
Fila jersey.
he's like, I can't believe they appropriated my fucking hairstyle.
How do they
Fuck
appropriate?
you, Stephen Baldwin.
How do they appropriate my appropriation?
He gets hit in the face at this show.
Yeah,
People-
fucking. It's definitely an era of like fucking dudes with nipple rings.
Oh, dude, such a bummer.
Nasty. That's nasty.
I remember like going to like Crypt Kicker shows in like 98, 99 at like the old Peabody's and fucking there'd always just be like some fucking like that dude in the hallway with a goatee.
Yeah.
Picture him with this guy's tattoos and then a nipple ring. They would just get on stage and lock eyes with you and be like, "I'm gonna jump on you." And you're like, "Don't." I'm 14.
I'm 14. I love
I'm
Crypt
just
Kicker.
fat. Very weak, and I don't want to fucking accidentally bite your nipple ring.
Because that's the only segue you can have.
Well, yeah,
You
that's like
touched me, I
fucking.
touched the
That's like
nipple ring.
fucking Mean Steve being like, I'm fucking in the gym, I'm benching. All of a sudden, some guy comes up, fucking holds me down, sucks my dick.
Oh, there's his nipple.
See, that's such a bummer.
God, that's.
I love that they zoom in on it.
Oh, there's hair.
Oh, such a
Little
bummer.
comet nip.
Nasty. I remember one time he was like trying to show me the hole or something. I was like, I don't want to see it.
Rat Bone, you hit me in the eye, you fucker.
I love those New York.
We got a
accents.
wet Freddy.
Yeah, there you go.
There's Rat Bones. He's funny on Instagram. He sells a lot of toys and marbles.
Marbles?
Yeah, if you look at his Instagram, there's a picture of marbles. He's like, everyone's a piece of artwork.
This dude is wild.
Yeah, this guy.
This
guy's
guy is
definitely
on cocaine.
Yeah.
And you're not doing drugs.
That's the other thing.
He says
about
he's
the
not
90s.
doing drugs, though.
When
He's
are,
a liar.
when are shell necklaces going to make a comeback?
I feel like.
You think?
I mean, the chokers have been back for a while.
I mean, you could start it.
No, I can't.
No.
I can't start anything.
No, I think, well, you fucked up when you cut your hair. You
didn't
should
cut
have
my
left a little in the back. You could have, gone for a nice Krishna contest.
Shut up. That's I should just went for the goblin
You should
haircut.
just completely appropriate Krishna attire, but then not be Krishna at all. You're like, I'm not even vegetarian anymore.
One time, when I was with Red ID in California, we went to a Dodgers game, and a Krishna conscious person gave me a book, and she was like, donations. I gave her like $5 or whatever for the book, and I put it in my pocket, and then it made my everything smell like disgusting Krishna conscious.
Yeah, they used to fucking piss me off at Warped Tour in like fucking 99, 2000. Be hanging out, be like, hey, have this book, and then all of a sudden they're asking you for money for the book, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Craziest thing I seen in the show, I guess, have to be.
I like this guy. This guy's got a good.
Yeah, he's got a look.
He's got a good look, good vibe.
That nice
definitely
crimp brim.
nice brim. Definitely walking into Speedway without mask on.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
It was like the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, someone breaks their neck at a show.
Up close, like 911.
Yeah, also that guy talking about his jobs later on.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I left. Why?
I hope
job?
I'm able to mix the audio from this in with the fucking deal well enough. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see how any of this fucking sounds.
See, I'll tell you what. I want that Who Framed Roger Rabbit T-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that thing's crushing it on Depop or whatever.
Oh
the fuck.
yeah.
I think I'm actually bidding on one right now on eBay for like $30. I want to say
Which
not
one?
that one exactly, but I am.
What kind of?
It's got Roger behind bars.
Oh, that's a good
Ooh.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I have the one where it's just it's like his body on the front and then his body on the back.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. The Roger behind bars is really good.
But they just have to make
Loki.
Loki freaks me out.
A little bit.
Not of this world!
Yeah.
Because Loki's the most dangerous one.
Yeah.
Because he knows it and he's so nice. Also, Roger Ray breaking his back at this fucking show.
Yeah.
So many people on stage.
Yeah, that was definitely a big thing in the 90s, I feel like.
I was asking yesterday, like, the kind of person that has to go on stage with you while you sing is an annoying person.
Well, but also, like, fucking to have, like, I mean,
A
yeah, all the
crew?
show footage, there's so many fucking, like, people on stage that just stand there and they're just posted up.
Yeah.
You look at any, like,
get us
90s
some room. I'm
footage.
trying to play guitar over here, fuckers.
I mean, like I like a good pile on when everyone goes on and sings. Like, this is fun. This is good.
Yeah, for this instance, yeah, because it's like a big show. But when it's like, those fuckers that there's like 20 people in the fucking crowd, and then that fucker has to go on stage, it's like, bro, what are you proving right now? You're proving that you are continually annoying.
That is the real life example of a reply guy. Basically.
Me at 15 just being crushed on stage and crying and being like, I just wanted to listen to the music.
I'm pretty sure that Rat Bones dude, we went to a show at CB's like forever ago when it was like basically like a locking out show, like just Cold World, Righteous Jams fired up, and then like I think like Razzle Dazzle played. It was actually a great show, but that Rat Bones dude just was hanging out CB's trying to sell shirts that just said Rat Bones on them.
That's incredible.
He's like, I went to some fucking show. Leftover Crack was playing the fucking garbage.
Dude, the drive to sell merch in this like scene of people is incredible.
It is.
They're like, anything, hat, fucking sweatband.
Is there Old English? Yes. All right.
Madball had some cool shirts though from the 90s.
Look at Roger Murray with the goddamn overalls.
I know.
Yeah, let me.
Overalls, no
And
shirt
this
underneath.
proves my point that these men couldn't have fashion if it smacked them in the face because they're.
I don't know. I think it's a look. He looks like he could be in the fucking NWO in a couple of years.
A girlfriend told him he looked sexy in overall, and he just never took it off.
I think you just have to kind of put it in perspective as to what fashion in general was like in these times.
Yeah.
And, like, some of these guys, like we were saying, like the dude from District 9, like, actually look pretty good.
Yeah.
And overalls were probably cool somewhere, obviously, which is why Roger was...
Or his pecs just look real good in them.
Nothing. I went to go.
I just meant like a punk adjacent. Like,
Yeah.
punk is such a style, and then like this is like lack of.
He was definitely like,
And everything was
because he
fine.
was
They just saw it, and I just jumped
in the early
it,
'80s, so that was like
everybody
when
else,
the hardcore
jumped
punk
on
was
top of
more
it
just like they were
to the right,
kind of dressing
crowd.
similar. Like
Yeah.
he had that like punk, like he has Liberty Spikes on, I think, on the cover of his book.
Fell through and I broke my back there.
He's trying to
That
trick
was it.
people.
Yeah.
Nothing like this ever happened to me throughout my years.
everybody.
doing this kind of music, you know?
Fucking breaks his back.
So I gotta learn to calm down. I'm getting maybe a little too old for this, you know.
How old are you now?
31.
31.
Only
I'm older
31.
than him, for sure.
I'm older than him.
I am 5 years older than him.
I am 3.
Dancing and everything like that.
These two
You got
guys.
Serge Tankin from fucking System of a Down.
What are these two guys doing? Why are they just standing outside with their... Oh, is that outside?
There's a fucking nipple ring.
Yeah, more nipple rings. Fuck nipple rings, dude. You know what? I shave
We're an
nipple rings.
anti-nipple ring
I'm
podcast.
Very anti-nipple ring podcast.
Fatwa against nipple rings.
Just looks painful.
I blacked out for a quick second. As soon as I got up, I realized I couldn't stand.
This whole scene, I just think of Nick Cage for some reason. I don't know what it
They
is.
get me, you know. Then he carried me downstairs, and it was just
Like he's just
a
so
lot of pain
fucking
from
like
there on.
mellow,
I thought I
disheartening.
actually broke my back bad, but then I saw I could move my feet, so I was happy.
I got a couple of times fucking bashed. See, I had 2 piercings. Now I only got 1.
I like this guy.
Yeah, this dude is.
My whole body's all fucked up, you know.
This guy's definitely driving a bus in New York right now.
Brace myself. I got a knee brace. I got a fucking elbow brace.
Or
I'm all
construction.
braced up, you know, but,
Hey, he's doing something where it involves catcalling.
Yeah, that guy's a world champion catcaller.
He's had a lot of practice.
He's like all 5 boroughs, undefeated. Sometimes I go down to the shore, Jersey. I fucking catcall.
I can't go on the boardwalk.
I went to see Madball.
They had cheap flights to Vegas. I went there, catcalled.
It's like some kid, like I got hit in the jaw. And like
For a while out of Cleveland, you go to Iceland, cheap as fuck. Went there, they don't speak English. They don't understand my catcalls.
I get scared for her.
And who are these two?
You know, I don't want
12-year-olds.
Yeah. Twins? Are they twins?
I can't tell if they're twins.
No, they're
I'm
not.
small too, so we, you know.
Are they sisters? Friends?
Usually don't get into it.
Partners?
Look like sisters.
I never hurt myself. I get bumps and bruises.
I never hurt
broke
myself.
And then one day, at a fear show at the Limelight, a bouncer just shoved me, blasted me one from.
One thing you gotta give up to the hardcore dudes is immaculate fucking facial hair grooming.
Plus the guy who was in the ambulance loved Ignacio.
Their personal
Like
flair.
right there, he's like in the hospital and he's probably like, God damn, my fucking goatee is like one day out of his fucking shape. I look like shit.
That is, NYHC is very goatee heavy. Especially in this era.
I mean, it was the 90s. Fucking donut goatee ruled the world.
So gross.
But his soul patch, though, is very thick.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like Pete and he never cuts it off. So it could be as long as is humanly possible.
How was the food? How was the food? Food's not bad, but I think this is a very good hospital. I mean, staff is excellent.
Look at him. Just being nice. Roger May's a nice guy. I'm going to go out and say it. Roger May's a good guy.
You have a budget.
God, you remember that fucking?
Understand it.
It was like late 2000s, fucking like the new agnostic front, where it's like just light for
Yeah. It's not good. But Victim in Pain is an amazing album.
Oh yeah.
Kids die. They have
Do
to
you not
make
like that?
the Little League balls softer.
You're my friend.
Because kids get whacked in the head with the ball and die. I think more kids die.
I think he's like a carpenter now.
We don't get paid a lot of money or anything. It's not like we're making out like bandits. I mean, if we weren't having fun, believe me, it's the last thing I would do. I work 5 days a week. I don't need to have shit when I
The person making this documentary, are they in the hardcore scene, or are they just
I don't
like,
know.
They kind of sound in and
adjacent?
out.
What they do is somebody will buy the CD and
Or are they like
record it all.
just genuinely interested?
You know, it's a good documentary. We should do the hated documentary. we should do a watch along with that.
Getting so little out of it.
Todd Phillips, extraordinaire.
Form of music.
We should just do hypernormalization with Dr. Tim Bones Jones.
Oh my God.
Be like, this Gaddafi dude's wild.
There's no problem with it, but when there's people making a great profit off of it, there should be some sent back to the bands. Because for the most part,
Jimmy Gestapo calling for the
royalties that he never got.
He wants to seize the means of hardcore production.
Why does his chin beard have a fade?
It's a fucking goatee, not a donut goatee.
That's a proper goatee.
I fucking after this the other day when I was watching it, it auto played into like that In Effect '91.
Is that any good?
It's really good.
I'll check it.
It's like a bunch of like concert footage with like Sick of It All, Cro-Mags, fucking Gorilla Biscuits, somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, Agnostic Front. And yeah, fucking Jimmy G there has like fucking hair.
Yeah.
And like a Budweiser fucking crew neck.
Yeah, he's definitely.
But Harley Flanagan's sitting next to him and just being like a fucking annoying child the whole time.
Jimmy G always had good looks.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking get no.
Harley never really
Even
good
though we're
looks.
part of the premium pump, us hardcore label guys do not use premium gas. Because the tank's back there, it's like regular. Do you guys make money from that, Paul?
Stupid.
What?
No.
We can't afford the extra 7 cents for premium gas.
Hey, 7 cents in fucking 1995. I mean, the minimum wage was what, like fucking $4.35, $5.35.
Don't really make
I
a
wonder
lot of
where.
money. You know, I work construction.
Look at him. Look at that look.
Yeah.
Timeless. Oh man, it's got like the little half button up.
He's walking a pit bull.
I love that dog.
His like shoulders developed more than the rest of his body did. Basically.
It's like fucking Stone Cold or somebody used to say about Kevin Nash. You know, goddamn man, you're the only guy that can fucking lift legs and your shoulders grow.
In Astoria. Met a lot of people from hardcore there too. Joe Bruno, Murphy's Law mascot. I met him through my father.
I actually wanted to go into. I wanted to be a police officer.
Pig.
Boo! Fuck you, Virginia.
Fucking swine worship.
And I never went.
Guys, it was a different time. 95.
Police officer. He works at the liquor warehouse. I
See?
don't want to get out.
Fire
His dad
pig.
was a police
I
officer.
wanted to, you know,
Oh, man.
export like dangerous animals.
This is Loki. That job doesn't even evolve on. That's not even a part of this Earth. Loki.
He's like, I've been
From
collecting
a
aliens for
different
so
world.
long.
He's probably meditates every day trying to open up interdimensional portals so that he can
does,
get like
man.
exotic animals from there.
See, a lot of guys are the same. There's another guy.
I would not trust that. I would not trust Loki.
You're like, all right, I want a spitting cobra. All right, I can get you a spitting cobra.
But there's not a big market for it.
Not a big market. It's going to cost you a lot of money, man.
He's so soft-spoken. He just kills people by thinking.
I used to work for a delicatessen.
This guy's great.
Speaks of killing animals.
I went away, so that I had to
I went
leave that
away?
job. That wasn't happening.
Went to jail?
Nah, I went to Europe.
Same thing.
Look at those eyebrows.
I know that guy's got some thick eyebrows.
I worked at a cleaners, and they were paying me like $3 an hour. And it was really bad news.
Still drinking.
No one spoke English.
Hard time.
Where I work at Hunts Point, and there's like a piece. It's an area in the Bronx. Fucked up part.
Dude, this other guy's job rules.
You know, grounds work, sanitation, and all that shit. Nigga, you a garbage man. Fucked up, nigga.
Definitely growing up in New York language.
What do you do? Yo, I scan naked bitches all day. That's it. Yo,
Hell yeah.
Big butt magazine. Big butt, black tail, over 40, over 50, lips, tail ends.
Black tails. Shout out to Chandler Biggins.
Then I went over to
Shouts to the boy.
an animal hospital. I started killing animals and shit.
I can't tell if he's lying because they're all just laughing at him,
Yeah.
or if it's just.
I don't think he's lying. I think
Or
they're
just-
just fucking sick-hearted people.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom when you kill them, so it wasn't. I didn't like it.
Oh no, you didn't like it, bud?
Needle, man. It's some, like,
Oh yeah, who would have thought just putting down animals all day didn't have perks?
Yeah, or like joy.
Hey, that
joy
probably
in
paid
their
like
life.
fucking $8.50
Yeah, back
in
then.
1995.
like a trade because
You know what they say? Don't do anything that doesn't spark joy in your life.
I just finished a job and now I'm gonna work. You know.
But I want to become a fireman or something
Bah.
like that.
That's skinhead retirement plan right there.
Yeah.
That's hardcore, right?
That's what the original singer of the Dropkick Murphys did until he decided to get back into playing in bands.
He was a fireman for a while.
Yeah, he quit to be a fireman right before they blew up, basically.
Yeah.
And then, like, after they blew up, he started a band called the Street Dogs.
I remember that. Yeah.
And they were not nearly as good. But
I'm not if 25 life.
Were they?
Whatever,
I
if you
forget.
decide
Were they
that,
kind of
we have
rockabilly-ish,
nothing
or
more
did
to
they
say.
have a
they were
vibe?
kind of, they were in that sort
Because
of
the
like,
skinhead retirement plan for the longest time was you either
Rockabilly.
became a fireman or a rockabilly dude.
they weren't rockabilly. They were definitely in that same sort of
Or Portland.
Dropkicks vein of like,
Shouts to the Hoinses, sort of.
yeah.
R.I.P. one?
If one band
Oh, really?
I think
and
one,
New
yeah.
York, like the New York hardcore.
Is it Brian? Because I think
Every
Brendan's
band
still.
is like the label, just like when
Well,
Guns N'
shouts
Roses
to
got signed.
Hoynes,
How do you think
apostrophe,
Yeah.
all these fucking
or
shit bands
parentheses,
have
whatever.
because Poison, Warrant, Trickster. You know what
Trickster.
I mean?
Also, Richter Life's only like job opportunities at his point of then would have been are either hardcore or hot topic.
Yeah.
Or maybe he saved some money and like started up a tattoo studio or something.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, yeah, you know, my name brings in the people.
Yeah.
I have other people fucking doing the shit.
Well, that's what Vinny Stigma did.
A lot of the bands,
That's the move.
Like
Yeah. Not a lot of
local
options.
bands,
There's
I don't think
fucking.
they're really
No, he's probably
That's
flipping
a
shit
look.
on eBay like
I don't
crazy.
think they're too
I don't know.
Look at all that fucking movie memorabilia he had.
Again, like I said, he was ahead of the curve, but I don't think he
did not
continued
keep
with the curve.
Yeah, I agree with that.
falling in love and getting married and stuff.
But you did.
I want to see it growing in a positive direction where kids are controlling it themselves, where we're controlling it.
She
not-
died at 42,
not
so
some guy that
something
sits in an
must.
office
She was
and is
sick
like,
or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't really say.
Hi, Joe Schmuck from Poo Poo Records.
Lived hardcore, died
Oh,
hardcore.
yeah.
Care about what you guys are all about.
Tough world out for women.
Speaking of hardcore ladies, what's Ringworm Lady up to? Does anyone
Which
know?
one?
The Ringworm Lady.
I don't know. Well, there's another wrestling connection there.
Yeah.
RSP is the nephew of Ringworm Lady.
They blew it in school or something like that. I think it was called for me. You know, I got to be young.
They all wanted to be cops, but none of them wanted to be dentists.
I know. No, I think there's a lot of school for that. I think Roger Murray became an electrician.
Cut your hair short and shave and.
It wouldn't matter, yo, because I got mad tattoos and everything.
Hey man, we got tattoo acceptance in the workplace now.
I know.
Your fight is over, Rick to life.
Your oppression is done, sir.
You gotta find something else.
He was selling his dreads on eBay.
I do remember that. Yes.
That wasn't for me.
That was. I feel like that was around the time that like Rick to Life on a Horse became a meme.
Yeah.
My own lifestyle, my own path in life.
It's that voice. It's that Brick to Life voice.
Y'all look goofy as hell.
Yeah. A lot of big shirts.
Just
Bass player throwing little out looks.
yeah, bad fade. Oh, there's a girl. Seen 3 so far.
And there we have it, the credits.
The credits. Frank Pavich. I wonder if Frank Pavich did anything else.
Look him up.
I'm gonna look him up.
Let's find out. Anthony Edwards. I loved him on ER. Jason Airy, hell of a guy. Patrick Maruki. Skinhead Chuck. VOD, Video on Disorder. Will Sheepler.
Still producing documentaries. He produced. Whoa! He produced Jodorowsky's Dune.
Oh wow! I just had a shout out to Hatebreed.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I love Hatebreed. Early Hatebreed's so good.
$729.95 was the first hardcore band I ever listened to. Satisfaction will always be probably one of my top 10 records.
Satisfaction and Death Desire is so good. Satisfaction's good. What was the one that came after it?
Perseverance. Yeah.
Perseverance is
which
great.
was okay, but that was like it even then was such a departure from Satisfaction, and that's when the whole metal declined, and I kind of like fell out of them.
One of my first shows, it was Hatebreed, I think, was headlining. Poison the Well was playing.
I was at that tour. That tour came to Albany. That was like 2000, I think.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Dedicated to hardcore
It was
scenes
like
worldwide.
Didn't American Nightmare play that as well?
Not at the show that I was at. I don't remember them now.
But Final Plan played in Cleveland, but there was like, I went.